Hi, this is Paul with Diode Dynamics. Today we're going to be installing LEDs on a Genesis Coupe. We're going to start with the map lights. First of all, turn them off, let them cool down before you take them out. To pop off the cover, you're just going to remove the clip towards the back end of the lens. There's a clip right here holding it in, so just put your flathead screwdriver down and pry it out. There's also a clip on the top inner part of the lens, so we'll start pulling that down and then remove the top clip as well. So there we have the lens, it is removed. You can see the bulb to the top right there. That's the one we'll be replacing. To remove that bulb, you can either just pull it out or get a piece of Scotch tape, wrap it around the bulb, and secure it on there. And then you can use the tape to pull it right out. So to replace this bulb with a stage 1 or stage 2, it'll be a direct replacement. So just line up and install the bulb in the same way. You want to test it out by pushing the button. If it doesn't turn on, just remove, flip 180 degrees, and reinstall. It has to be installed in the correct direction. Okay, so that's stage 1 and stage 2. For our stage 3 bulb, it's going to be an LED board. And first we're going to install the adapter into the socket the same way as we did the bulb. So put that in. Again, if it doesn't turn on, flip it around. You can see you have the LED board turned on here. Now we're going to mount it up in place. We're going to remove the adhesive pad from the back and just look for a flat portion in the housing to mount it to. So we can see right up there is going to be a good place. So we're just going to stick it way far up there. You just want to hold it in place 2 to 3 seconds to make sure it sticks on there well. Then tuck the wires away to hide them so that it doesn't interfere with the light. You can see that we've got it installed and it's working. We're going to put the lens back on. First of all, put it in the outer side first with the tabs, and then just press firmly down on both the top and the bottom to put the clips back into place. There we go. We'll repeat that for the other side as well. Moving on to the vanity light, first of all we'll turn it off, and to remove the housing we're going to use a flathead screwdriver and apply a good amount of downward force directly to the housing, and it will pop out of the roof or ceiling liner that way. If we look at the bulb, you can see that there will be on the ends of the bulb 2 little tabs. If we rotate the bulb, we can just simply pop it right out through the grooves on the gold tabs of the housing. If you line up the LED bulb, you'll see it's just a little bit bigger than the factory bulb. So what we're going to do is just using your thumb, just put some pressure down on the far tab in order to give yourself a millimeter or 2 more of room for the new LED bulb. Once you do that, you can simply install the LED bulb first with the fixed tab and then just snap it right into place. You'll want to test it to make sure it does come on. If it doesn't, just flip it around in that socket. So there we go. And then you want to just make sure it's rotated so it's pointing straight down and out of the housing. Once you got it rotated, we can go ahead and just starting on the far side, put it back into this ceiling liner and pop it back in place. We'll repeat for the other side. To remove the glove box light, there's 4 tabs, very small tabs, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Just use a flathead screwdriver and rotate it just to remove those tabs. We'll do one side here and then the other side, and the whole assembly will pop right out. We can now twist and remove the black bulb holder from the top of the housing. And then to remove the bulb, we're going to use our masking tape or Scotch tape again, wrap it around the bulb, and use that to pull it straight out of the socket. Now to install our LED bulb, it's just going to be a very simple replacement for stage 1, 2, and 3. So just put it into the socket. You want to turn on your lights, your parking lights in the vehicle to make sure it's on the right way. If it's not, you'll want to flip it around in the socket before reinstalling. When you've got it working, reinsert the holder into the housing and we'll just pop it right back into place. To install the trunk light, first of all, you'll see there's a tab on one side, so we'll just depress that slightly with a flathead screwdriver and pull straight down. You'll see it'll just fall right out. Now to remove the factory bulb, you'll see there's 2 tabs. The one on the top is copper and that's more malleable, so that's the one we're going to bend to remove the bulb. So just press up on that and the bulb will fall right out. To install the LED bulb, we're just going to start by putting it on the more rigid tab first, the bottom one here. And we want to first line it up. If it doesn't come on right away, go ahead and flip it around before pushing it into the socket to install. Then you'll just clip it in place, turn it, and then you can snap the whole housing back up into the trunk. And that's for stage 1 and stage 2. For our stage 3 light, it's a board type LED again. So first of all, we're going to remove our bulb, either by just pulling it out, or of course you can use your screwdriver again to pop it out of that socket. But you'll want to take the adapter on the LED board and first of all put it into place. Again, if it doesn't turn on, we'll want to flip it around and reinstall. Just clip it in where the bulb was, and then we'll be mounting this to the outside. So first of all, clip in the housing back to the trunk, and then we'll remove the adhesive pad from the back of the board and place the board into place, holding it firmly for 1 to 2 seconds to stick in place. Finally, for our license plate lights, we want to go on the right side where the retaining tab is. Just depress that tab and the whole housing will fall out. We're just going to turn this and remove from the housing to take out the bulb holder. To remove the bulb from the socket, we're going to use our tape trick again. So put that around the bulb and fasten it on there and just pull straight out to remove the bulb. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn on my parking lights because I want to make sure that it works before I reinstall. So my parking lights are on now. I'm going to install the new bulb. Again, if it doesn't work, we're just going to flip it around and reinstall. But we want to make sure that works, and then we'll install it by pressing it in fully. Then we can put it back into the housing, and starting on the opposite side, we're just going to put it back up into place and pop it in. This concludes our installation video. All products shown are available at diodedynamics.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. This is Paul with Diode Dynamics.